What's up, guys?
Hello.
We're back.
Spoiler season continues.
We got some spoilers. We'll cover those because this match probably isn't gonna be that
Yeah, we got
to probably go fast, right?
we got content to create.
Nute versus Jin, though.
Yeah, in the trash compactor.
Very exciting. Let's take a look at today's things that were announced / talked about, I guess.
Yeah, there's a live stream today. We're reacting to it with a couple hours past.
And I also didn't watch it because I was working.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I was just kind of wandering around.
So we're going to guess what they said. But we have this article to look at.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a ton to talk about. Basically, it was the Carbonite packs, which a lot of people wondered what was going to be in them. And they do give you a breakdown. We could scroll down. I think they give you like a visual aid breakdown.
Let's take a look at the visual aid.
Yeah, there you go. I think this is the one to look at.
The Prestige pack has one hyperspace or showcase leader.
Yeah.
I would be curious as far as like what's the rarity of the showcase.
The showcases are supposed to be 1 and 2 displays.
1 and 2 displays.
Yeah.
So essentially. Okay, so it's like...
So it's a 1 in 24 packs for showcases out of these.
One display is 12 packs?
Yes, one display is 12 packs.
How much is the display?
Excuse you, sir. Sir? Sir? Sir. They're going to be $25 US for a pack. So one pack is going to be $25 US, and it's going to have 16 cards in it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's so much money.
Yeah. This is standard. This is what Magic collector boosters are.
Okay.
This is retail for Magic collector boosters. So, I thought these were going to be pretty close to clones of collector boosters, and that appears to be the case here. The Magic collector boosters essentially work in this fashion.
Okay. So 1 hyperspace or showcase leader. 7 foils, and I assume those are just going to be normal cards but foiled.
Yeah,
so basically that's trash.
Well, foils are like 10% more expensive than the regular version of the card because there's like a minor subsection of the community that wants foiled versions.
Yeah,
now,
but they also like taco.
Yeah, I will say, as someone who's been in the industry for a very long time, the novelty of foil cards was used in the last several years as kind of like a bait to get people to buy something. You can get a foil version of this.
Yeah.
However, the quantity of foil cards has increased such
so they're less meaningful,
that the foils have lost their specialness.
Yeah.
And there are more treatments beyond just foil. So to me, foil was like I attempted, this was
20 years ago?
Yeah, this was about 20 years ago. I attempted to get a full foil set of 8th edition when it came out for Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I failed. And this was going to pre-releases. This was traveling around. This was I didn't want to
vendors, trading with people.
I didn't want to just go to eBay and just buy the cards I was missing off of eBay. I failed. Now I got like Birds of Paradise. I got like a lot of like the stuff that was
kind of lands.
There was a lot of chase stuff in the set. But I remember it at the time, and it was nowadays though. If you wanted to get like a foil set, it's probably going to run you the cost of like what a set is going to cost.
Basically the same thing.
It's like they're basically equivalent.
I find myself with the Star Wars foils, and I'm getting like annoyed because all my stuff's tacoing right now.
Yeah, so
like my legendaries that I have.
If I were to play in a tournament.
You can't play your foils, right?
I have foil Spark Rebellions in this deck, and that was because I also have like a foil Red 3. If I were to play in a tournament, then this is because Red 3 and Spark Rebellion were both cards rares that I was using in multiple decks, and I had 2 play sets of, but some of those play sets were based off of foil cards.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to play in a tournament, I would just take the foil cards out of the deck and just play non-foils, because either the whole deck has to be foil, or you have to have no foils, because essentially you've got marked cards because of
even
foils.
if your whole deck is foil, some are going to be more taco than others.
Yes, yeah.
And,
right.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You can double sleeve them, but in my opinion, double sleeving is a scam brought by the deck sleeving
big deck sleeve
conglomerates.
Yeah.
Your Dragon Shields, your Ultimate Guards,
to sell
your
you
Ultra
more
Pros, to try to make you buy more sleeves than you already do. So I will never double sleeve.
Yeah, I would also prefer extended alt art or alt arts over foils.
I think hyperspace cards look great.
Yeah, I think they look great too. Hyperspace foils look great too, but they're gonna have the same problem long term.
Yeah. And I think hyperspace foil, because that's like a higher rarity of something to get over.
That's the chase.
That's like the big chase.
But I guess we have a new chase, which is the prestige card.
Yeah. To get back to the contents of the pack, foil aside, over dog toy squeaking aside, the pack also contains 5 hyperspace cards, which is kind of cool. I don't mind that. I do generally prefer hyperspace versions of the cards.
Yeah, I think they generally look better.
I typically prefer that all of the cards in the deck match. Like if I'm playing a set of something, I want them all to kind of match. On stream, I end up like I think I've got a hyperspace like Wrecker in here, because that's another one where I was playing Wrecker and like multiple decks or whatever. 2 hyperspace foils is not bad. I mean, I've got like a hyperspace Maul from the new set, and he looks sweet. Darth Maul looks awesome, hyperspace foiled, just cool looking. And then the noteworthy card is the prestige card. Now, I actually do like the way these look. We'll have to go. They've got a spoiler for one.
I'm gonna look at the breakdown of like the 3 types of them. We have that in our Discord, right?
Yeah, that's Fett right there. Yeah.
Let me open this.
Yeah. That was the image they shared on the stream.
Okay, here you go.
And I do appreciate the fact, this is probably subtle, they mostly chose starter deck cards. I'm believing that this was to limit the amount of damage they do to other people who are given spoilers in the community to give out, which I think is cool. That way you don't get like
when are we gonna get spoilers?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how
we have to at Tyler Parrott.
I did
all the time.
I did once.
Oh,
at least. Like, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna freaking ping him all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, Fett's Fire Spray here. The image that you're looking at, the very far left, is the way it looks in the starter deck.
It looks okay. Okay.
That's the one that will come in the starter deck. The second and third one are identical, except the third one is supposed to be foiled, and you can't really tell from this. But from what I understand, the foiling is supposed to pop off of these. We do have a foil to kind of examine in a second. That's also a spoiler that we can talk about the card after we talk about like the treatments and stuff like that. And then the very last one there on the furthest right is serialized, and that is also something that is in Magic collector packs. They will have serialized numbers, and generally speaking, the numbers are low. In this case, there's going to only be 250 copies.
So that's the real chase of these.
Now, these are going to be the serialized cards in Magic. At a minimum, fetch 3 figures.
Okay, right. That makes sense.
You have meme numbers. So if you have like number 69, people want that just because of the funny number. And so, but like card number 1, number 250 go for a lot if you get like first 10. So like the numbers themselves will cause the prices to go up and down dramatically. So I expect that if you pop some of these serialized, and I don't know what the quantity of these are going to be, how common they're going to be, but I suspect these serialized cards are going to fetch pretty penny for quite a while.
More rare than showcases, so like think about that, right? The lowest cost showcase is still over $100, right?
Yeah,
I think.
Even I've actually considered picking up the cheap showcases. Because I think given a long enough time frame, the showcases and the swag stuff for the game is going to be the sought after stuff in a long enough time frame. And it's like you're taking a flyer out on like, okay, so Gen something happens and Gen becomes the most broken deck in the format, and you bought
everyone else is banned.
Everyone else is banned. You have to play Gen. Your Gen showcase now like doubles or triples in value, and then you get your money back. I'm not telling you to speculate on like serialized cards, but I do think given a long enough time frame, the serialized cards are going to be like the most expensive stuff to get in the game.
Yeah.
That's just the way Magic works right now. That is those. This is both spoiler and showing off the foiling. As you can see, this is a foil version of it. This is from the live stream. This card is pretty good.
Is it uncommon?
Yeah, it's uncommon normally.
This card's incredible.
Yeah, this card's good.
This card would have been the hell played out of it in the first set, right?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
3/3 with ambush for 3 with it's a green hero. It is a rebel.
Yep.
3/3 in space is awesome.
Yeah.
For 3 is awesome. And when played, you may pay 2 if you do move this unit to the ground arena and give 2 experience tokens. So if you pay 5, it's a 5/5 ambush guy.
Yeah.
In the ground. That's really good.
Yeah. This is the blue. I like the thematic nature of this as well. Mm-hmm. This is the Battle of Scarif. So this is where they pop up the shield
down,
and the blue. That's it. The reason there's no blue squadron at the Battle of Yavin
is exploded.
They'll die. But yeah, this is a cool card. I do love that it reinforces the space versus ground divide. So
you can ambush in space and then deploy on Earth, exactly, which is really cool because you could ambush something in space and then you could pay 2 with the when played ability after you resolve the ambush and slam it into the ground with 2 experience tokens on it.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah.
Which is also an awesome play. This is a really good, cool, versatile card, right?
Yeah. Extremely versatile card.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And also the foiling looks pretty cool on it, right? With the new treatment.
Yep.
The prestige treatment. All right. So that's that guy. You also get 5 hyperspace cards and 2 hyperspace foils. So these are random rarities?
I believe so. They're probably going to be very similar to the rarities in a pack. I think the prestige is probably what you're buying the packs for.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're trying to hit some serialized prestige, right? If you get a showcase, cool. I'll probably get one.
I guess let's just skim this article real quick. Is the prestige every card in the set, or is it select cards? Scroll up. Serialized 200 of each prestige card. Exclusive. Prestige variants will come in 3 different tiers. Okay, scroll up. See if it's mirrored the set.
Just unique ships.
Prestige is just unique ships. Okay. So they're doing themes then, which is kind of cool. I don't have a problem with that. Apparently, there's going to be sideways Star Destroyers.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, like if it was every card in the set, that'd be kind of lame.
Yeah.
Right. Because like I get my prestige daring raid or something.
Yeah. I mean that would be worth money, right?
I mean,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but like prestige 2/1B medical droid.
Yeah.
So okay. So if prestige is just the unique ships, that's cool. That's a picture of the Falcon there, which looks really cool. So there you go. That's the Carbonite boosters.
And we'll talk about this one foily guy.
Yeah, we got one additional spoiler. Allegiant General Pryde, a 2/3 for 3 is a first order. We got more first order cards coming back. When indirect damage is dealt to a unit, you may defeat a non-unique upgrade on it. On attack, if you have the initiative, deal 2 indirect damage to a player. So those are 2 separate abilities. The on attack there, I think is the big allure.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You're attacking their base. They have to think about dumping 2 more damage on their base or some damage on their unit they played. If it's a turn 1 play, if it's like a 2 health, they have to kill it, and they probably won't. So he's attacking for 4.
Yeah, and so if memory serves, indirect damage is unpreventable, right?
I believe so.
So this gets through shields,
and then it could defeat
the shield on it,
right? Which is crazy.
Yeah, which I think is good.
Yeah.
You would probably just do the damage to your base, but like I've got a feeling,
pinch, right? You have
I get a feeling there's enough there's going to be enough indirect damage that you're just going to like not want it to be dealt like you don't want to deal damage to your base, right?
It's going to be a nightmare. The indirect, another Target Town enabler. It's got to go. Let's be honest. It's got to go.
So I mean, I think he's a solid card. I hate to use the instead of Dies to Doomblade argument. I hate to use the Dies to Battlefield Marine argument for 2-drops. But
does not trade into Battlefield Marine either. But
right.
I think it's a very playable 2-drop. He's an official.
Yeah.
So that's worth something.
Right.
First order tag will one day be relevant, maybe.
Yeah.
And then he'll just get better. But he might not be. He might not see a ton of play.
Official tag is relevant.
There might be like an all-in indirect damage type of a deck.
Yeah, well, the Boba Fett leader has got indirect damage attached to it as well, and the Boba Fett leader's deploy is really good. If there's just like a bunch of damage hanging around on your units, so just grit. Like I think it's actually funny because I think grit will get better as a mechanic in the next set if there's a bunch of indirect damage. Because right now I feel like you overpay for grit.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because grit punishes indirect damage. Right?
Right.
So like you play like
a grit guy against the indirect damage deck, and they're like,
I can't
play any of my cards.
Yeah, I don't want to use this ability.
Maybe.
So,
I guess we'll see.
All right. Spoiler recap finished. It is now time to duel. This Jin deck is red, yellow rebels, which I know may shock some people. Now I'll go through my thought process on the deck since we really need to kill some time this stream because I don't like if this games are done in like 30 minutes then traffic's gonna suck and I don't want to have to fight through that. But I tried a mono yellow, but I do think the restrictions of the tournament, not being able to play 3 copies of like Cunning and stuff like that really hurts these decks.
Yeah.
And then you could there's also a version of this where you play red, yellow, good stuff. I'm not playing Greedo. We'd kind of phase Greedo out because Greedo just dies to a 1 ping, dies to Cad Bane.
Well, not in this format.
But the incentive to play Greedo is lowered in this deck versus, say, a Cassian yellow deck because Greedo does 3 damage unless you draw a card off a Cassian, which is pretty good. In this deck, I'm opting more for the Rebel synergies just because Jin, the leader, with Fleet Lieutenant or Wing Leader gets so much benefit that I think it's worth it. I also decided to try out 2 copies. These are not Rebels, but it doesn't matter. I'm playing 2 copies of Wolfpack Escort, 2 bounce Fleet Lieutenant, and Wing Leaders. There was something else. You can bounce R2-D2. You can bounce Wrecker. Like if you're at a state of the game where that matters, you can bounce Plo Koon. And I will never pronounce his name correctly. Plo Koon, as played by Olivia Munn. You could even bounce like Cassian and play him as a smuggle on the next turn. Like, there's all kinds of like interesting little cute plays with Wolfpack Escort.
And 2 on space.
Honestly, I don't think it's
fine.
that bad.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that bad. Like if you go turn 1 R2 Wolfpack no bounce on R2, I think you're fine with that because then you've got a split attack between 2 lanes. For Nute, Justin, what did you do for Nute?
It's just a bunch of like droids and exploit stuff. So I didn't really get that key with it. I probably put too many exploit cards in there.
Could be. I think
it's a tough balance.
The problem is that there's like not enough exploit enablers in my opinion.
Right. I was like, I wish I had more enablers because I have basically like it's droid deployment, it's the war torn official, and the 3-cost thing that makes a droid and dies and makes a droid.
Yeah. For the life of me, I can't figure out why that guy was starter deck only and not like having played not as much limited. I actually played more of the second set limited than I have the third set limited. But for the life of me, I can't figure out why that battle droid escort is starter deck only and not like in the common pool, because I desperately think the exploit decks want it. Do we think we can make it work? I think I can make it work. All right. Okay.
Droid deployment.
I am going to play R2 de Toa.
Take initiative.
I will pass. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have looked at the top card, but we're good. That, I think. Okay.
I'm going to play Droid Deca Security, exploiting these two guys.
Okay. I will play Wing Leader, and we're going to buff R2.
I'll Nute. Make a droid.
Do I want... I would take 3, but we could maybe get there and kill you on the next turn. I guess I want to see the top card as well. So we're gonna Jin R2 into the droid. It'll take 3. I will take 3, and then we're gonna use R2's attack. We'll put that under.
I'll take initiative.
I will pass.
I'm going to take down R2.
Okay. R2 is toast. Let's hit you with a spark there.
Malevolence, security, and wartime trade official.
Let's get rid of malevolence. I feel like that would be... Malevolence is the thing that says it can't attack, right?
Right.
I was crossing malevolence and the Zillow Beast in my head the other day.
Take it for 4.
I will play the Green Squadron A-Wing.
Thank you for 1.
Do I want...
Yeah, generally works with ambush if she's on the board. She's on the table.
Do I care about 2 damage? Well, yeah. I think I'll just take initiative here.
Okay.
I think 2 damage is relevant. I'd stopped my curve at 6, but honestly, I feel like with this game that I wish I was playing like Han and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Han is really good in Jin.
All right, I am going to Plu Kloon, and smoke that. Now that jerk beat up R2.
Wartime trade official.
All right, I will attack you for 3.
Wish there was a world in which this droid could kill Plo Koon. But that world does not exist. I'll hit you for 1.
Sure. I will attack you for 2.
Yeah, Jin deploys on 6.
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, Zori Bliss is a 4/7 for 5. I considered playing Zori Bliss in the deck.
I'll play Asajj and sack this droid.
Okay. I will take initiative.
Make a droid. And pass.
Oh, I don't think we could pass up the 6 to the dome with Mr. Clune.
Thank you for 1.
I will deploy Urso. General Urso.
Thank you for 5.
Yeah. I will hit you for 3.
I'm going to play security. I'm just going to pay 6.
Okay. I will play Wrecker while I can. I'll discard this resource. And we'll do 5 damage to the security.
I'll hit you for 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay. I'll attack you for 4.
I'll deploy Mr. Gunray.
We're gonna have Wing Leader hit you for 2.
I'm gonna attack Plo Koon.
Okay. I will take initiative.
I'll pass.
Oh. I think it's take Wrecker and hit you in the face with Wrecker for 7.
Yeah.
Is that perhaps the play here? One might assume.
Yeah. I am extremely dead.
Yeah.
I'm highly dead.
Wisconsin mentioned. Yeah, with Jen. Yeah.
Highly dead.
Wrecker.
Okay.
Well, Wrecker.
Wrecker, yeah.
Well, Wrecker. It's been fun.
You're gonna see another birthday.
It's been fun, Wrecker.
Not that you had a birthday. You had more of like a growth date.
Yeah, a hatch date.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna take out the meme cards. Actually, I did put 1 planetary invasion and 1
invasion of
Christophsis in the deck. Let's just side those out real quick. You know, maybe invasion would have saved me that turn. You know what? It can stay.
Invasion would have saved you that turn?
Yeah, I think I kill all your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it defeat all units?
Defeat each unit that player controls. Choose an opponent.
Yeah.
I was exploit 4. I could have gotten it down to.
Yeah, you would just sack
7.
all your stuff.
Yeah, to 7. I think I didn't have to sack all my stuff either. I could have left like Rune alive, which would have been sick. I would have won the game.
Simple as that.
Totally would have won the game.
Simple as that.
Guaranteed.
I think this card is not good in this matchup.
Okay. Planetary invasion though, I didn't really expect to. There's like a line where you can play Malevolence for really cheap. I don't know. You just have to sack so much shit.
Yeah.
It's such a bad card. It costs 6 even if you exploit 3 is the problem.
Invasion.
Yeah, no, the Battle of Christoph or Planetary Invasion. Yeah. It's so bad. Jin is definitely designed for limited, right? Terra kinda too. But she beats ass.
As you'll all see next time. Sorry, I'm in the tank about what the sideboard out.
Wrecker.
Oh, I guess it's that card. I guess it's that card. They don't feel great. Yes, Sue, it was mentioned during the stream or the spoiler section, but somebody was talking about how like the first order tag doesn't mean anything. Mm-hmm. I feel like the same is true for Republic and Separatist, basically. Like they're essentially meaningless. They're not.
Like Asajj cares about Separatist.
Yes,
and
but there's not a leader that references Separatists.
Correct. Well, Dooku.
Yes. Yeah. But like, it doesn't like. It's just like sack more of your Separatists, right? Yeah. Like, it's the same thing with Padme and Republic. There's like 2-3 cards that care about Republic. They're all in green or whatever, right? So you don't have like there's no Separatist lieutenant, right? There's no droid lieutenant.
Unit type will become playable on sufficiently long enough timeline.
I think so.
Kind of how I feel about it.
I think so. I think this set is going to help more, right?
Like because the first set to introduce a trait and in bulk shouldn't necessarily also be enabling that trait to be the best shit ever.
Yeah, same thing with clones, right? Yeah. We started seeing some clones in the second set, and there actually isn't like a ton of clone payoff in the third set either, right? Nala Se that's kind of a joke. So
good luck on winning your Nala Se showcase this tournament.
Yeah.
3 Raiders from UK
versus.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you for that raid. Appreciate that, kind of. I'm wondering if you guys are playing the versus system, or is it just?
I think they play versus. Yeah. The versus enjoyers. All right. Let's see if I can buy a win with a new Gunray. If Nute loses, probably try Nute yellow. I just really wanted to be able to take the first turn deployment into Asajj play.
This is not a Python reference. I am a lumberjack, and I'm okay though. 2 of these. Yeah, is this a mulligan? We're staring down some inclement weather around these parts. I've been trying to get my my flannel game on point. I'm gonna mulligan. Borderline. Most importantly, it stalls for time. Adds to the run length.
Snow and sleet accumulation.
Yeah, told you. Inclement weather.
Oh boy.
Inclement weather. It's supposed to be bad up here. Down towards my house. It's not supposed to be as bad, but
we're closer to the mountains.
Yeah. Basically, north of 85 is supposed to see worse than south of 85. So. I have all my tech cards. I guess I gotta decide what resource here. Resource like that. Okay.
Droid deployment.
I'm gonna play Jyn Erso.
Initiative.
I will tap the Jyn Erso leader, and we'll move on to the next turn.
Sweet. Oh, baby. I've already won the game. Behold this play. I'm going to exploit this heavy persuader tank and blast Jyn for 2.
Alright.
Not wasting any time swinging with these droids.
Let's waylay this guy.
That's illegal. I'll make a droid.
I will take initiative.
There you go. Pass. I'm mad now.
You killed my Jyn Erso in my Jyn Erso deck.
Yeah.
Sir. You got what was coming to you.
Pretty mad about it.
It was a sick play, though.
Thanks.
I will say that. Too bad I counterspelled it. I'm going to Spark of Rebellion you. What you got cooking?
I got wartime trade official, droid deployment, malevolence, heavy persuader tank, Count Dooku.
I don't know which of those to get rid of. I think I get rid of malevolence, because I think if you play that in space,
yeah, kills you.
I have no way of killing.
Yeah,
I have no way of defeating it.
I'll hit you for 1.
I'm gonna play a Green Squadron A-Wing.
I will droid deployment.
I am gonna take initiative.
I'll wartime trade official. Did not have 2 guys die. I'll pass.
I'll attack you for 3.
1.
I will snow plow Coon into any reason to let you get a buy-in. I guess this guy, I suppose.
Take it for 1.
I will take initiative.
Take it for 1. What do I want to play? This thing? This thing? Plo Koon only kills me, or the kill only kills the tank if you can play another guy first, is the thing.
Persuade or tank.
You could use Fleet Lieutenant.
Nah, not on Plo.
Well, we could attack, it just doesn't get the +2.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'll play Squadron of Vultures and exploit 1.
Okay.
And then I'll use Nute to make 1. And pass. We got droids.
Alright, I'm gonna send the A-Wing into you for 3.
I'll hit you for 5.
I am going to deploy Jyn.
Alright, we make bold plays here. I'm going to play Count Dooku and exploit this Squadron of Vultures and blast Plo Koon for 5.
Blast it. Wrecker. I'll get rid of the Spec Force Soldier.
Not as devastating as last time. What do you want to blow up?
Let's dump 5 into Dooku.
Okay. Hit you for 1.
Yep. Jin's going to hit you for 4. She can kill any number of battle droids. Interesting.
Take you for 1.
I will take initiative.
Take you for 1. Attack you for 1. Play Asajj. Exploit. Use Nute. Make a droid. Deploy Nute. Attack you for 2. Make a droid. Pass. My 100 actions are done. Roger, roger. Roger, roger is not in the deck, though. I didn't play any attachments because I'm exploiting constantly and didn't feel like the droids are meant to stick around that long. It felt like even more actions to finick around with, but like I do have 1 resource extra a lot, so maybe it's worth, but I don't
know. We're gonna hotshot Blaster Wrecker, who is gonna plow through Dooku.
Yeah.
And hit you for 8.
Okay. Malevolence, exploit this guy, -5 Jin, or -4 -0, she can't attack.
Okay.
Dooku, yeah, Jin, -1 attack with the attack.
I'm gonna Wing Leader Green Squadron A-Wing.
Attack Wrecker.
He dies. The A-Wing's gonna hit you for 5.
Attack your base.
I will take initiative.
Attack your base. Attack your base for 5. Attack your base for 2. Make a guy. Make Squadron of Vultures.
Okay.
And pass. No surprise strike? No. Nope.
Surprise strike. Attack for 7. That game was close, though.
Yeah, it was close.
That was close.
This deck does fun stuff. I really like Exploit as like a fun mechanic.
Yeah, it's one of the.
I really enjoy playing it.
Yeah, I wish we had gotten to play like limited together for the set, because I think you and I would have like loved comparing notes on the set, because I think as far as a limited set goes, there's a lot of like really cool stuff you can do, and that just doesn't quite make the cut for.
Because I love Nute, I love playing Dooku.
Yeah. And it's a different story in Limited. It's a different story in Limited.
The thing is, I'm like, I take 1,000 actions to use all my stupid ass droids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. There's actually 1,000 cards in the set that give Sentinel in various ways, and I think it's like important that those cards exist, because it's just like so easy to go to the face. I wonder if some of those will see adoption at some point or another. The problem is in the first set, there's so many ways to avoid Sentinels or just get around Sentinels, right? Talon Roller showed up just right in time for us to be done with the game.
Perfect.
Yeah,
but there's all this new Saboteur like breaking in, right?
Yeah.
Anakin rolls everything unlimited. Yeah, I believe that. He's pretty damn good.
He's pretty good, but he's very momentum based. I think like when I played Anakin in one draft. When I had initiative, I felt in control. When I did not have initiative, I felt hopelessly behind. So yeah. Jin did take it home. Jin managed to do some subterfuge.
Boom.
That's kind of a bad sign because I feel like playing the Persuader tank on turn 3 is like the best that deck could do.
Yeah, it's like I had Dooku ready for like the next turn. I could have played had guys stuck around, right? Or Malevolence was also in my hand at that point.
Yeah.
So I had Malevolence ready. I drew into Asajj the next turn. So like it was like a perfect combination of the enablers and the exploit stuff.
Yeah.
But
then it's just like loses to one
Waylay was fucking...
Yeah.
But like imagine you hadn't played the Waylay. Imagine you didn't have Waylay there. Imagine you had just like a dude.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a very good position. But rebuilding after that just sucks. Because I really need to be building the whole time.
Yeah. There's a reason why in the set all of the bounce specifies cost 3 or less.
Right. Every
single card that bounces in the third set specifies cost 3 or less. There's nothing, I believe that's the case. The Geonosian Patrol Craft, Clear the Field, all that stuff specifies 3 or less.
So that in limited,
you don't get blown out. Yeah, you don't get blown out by that. So,
frick, man. All right, Nute will be back though.
Nute will return.
Probably facing Wat Tambor. Well, we'll see, I guess. Wat Tambor, I think, actually has some potential. His buff is pretty good.
So, well, I think you could just make Wat Tambor, like, aggressive, right? Like, you can just make him go, like, you just get in there.
You can deploy on 5, too, and you can do, like, a ton of damage on that 5 turn.
Yeah.
I was playing with Wat Tambor and, like, using the Infiltrating Demolisher, buffing that thing, and just, like, swinging for 8 on his deploy turn.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah.
There's some cool stuff you can do. So.
Yeah, I think Watt you just get reckless with it. I mean, but on the doorstep seems good with them too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like attack a dude in and then buff a dude and then attack.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Watt's got some game. Hera, I don't know what I'll do with Hera yet, but like I'll play Spectres.
You'll probably play the new Sabine, right?
Yeah, try new Sabine now. I could play double green, but like you get one command and
I don't think it's gonna cut it.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna cut it.
Yellow for surprise strikes and guns, probably fine.
Yeah.
Spark.
I
guess you get Spark anyway.
Yeah, you can play Spark regardless of the color.
Surprise strike is just too good to pass up, I think, in that kind of shell.
You can play red for just like removal, like Daring Raid, Open Fire is all decent stuff.
I guess the new Sabine is really good with
you want to not be yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like that Sabine rewards you for her being in Hera and then like the whole rest of the deck looking different.
Even still, it probably will be like less than 50% yellow.
Yellow for Plo.
And Plo, I think Plo Kloon is certainly playable in Hera.
Because you play him and then you get to buff him on the next turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just amazing. I'll play him in a yellow hero.
Yeah.
New Memphis is really good too. Yeah. Sneak a Falcon in there. We'll toss a Falcon in there. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I mean, Ghost is a legit. I wanted to say Ghost was like the best hero blue space unit until Obi-Wan's Aether Sprite, but Ghost is pretty solid.
Yeah.
The Ghost has a tendency to really just run away with a game. Like when you're playing fair, Ghost is like extremely unfair.
Yeah, we're playing relatively fair in this tournament.
Yeah,
which is cool. And then so this will be Sunday. Nalse and Grand Inquisitor will start the losers round Sunday as well.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
There you go. I don't know what I'm going to do with Nalse. I hated the last build.
Just tank it.
I hated the last build.
Get her out of here. Goes to timeline intervention. Yeah, actually, timeline intervention in general in here I think is just very good.
I don't think it was like used before.
Yeah,
you could like
resupply.
you could like attack with Ezra, reveal timely intervention, then use that to play something.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
So,
yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.